Well, after more than a decade as Orleans Parish District Attorney, Leon Cannizzaro will step down early January, step away, and today he's here to reflect upon his time as our city's top prosecutor. And Leon, thank you for being here. You've come on the show to give us regular updates for a long time, and we want to thank you for your willingness to keep the public informed, your transparency, and all of the hard work you've done in the 12+ years you've held this key role.
Well, thank you very much, Leslie. It's certainly been my privilege to serve this community for the last not only 12 years as a district attorney, but over 40 years as an assistant district attorney, a public defender, a judge in criminal court, and a judge on the Court of Appeal. And as you said, for the last 12 years as the district attorney. It's certainly been a privilege. It's been my honor, and I have enjoyed every moment of it. I also would like to thank you all at Channel 4 WWL for giving me the opportunity to be with you on a monthly basis. You guys have certainly acted in a very professional and courteous manner to me. And I know that on many occasions we had to talk about a subject matter that might not have been as pleasant as we would have liked, but you all handled it, as I said, in an extremely well manner. And as you said, you allowed me to allow for that office to be transparent and let the public know exactly what we were doing. So I am greatly appreciative of that, and I thank you all for that opportunity.
Well, that's very kind. We haven't spoke to you in a while, so I did want to first off ask why you decided not to run for re-election.
Well, again, it's a decision that I had been thinking about for quite a while. And as I get older and as we get older as a family, I find that my children have a greater impact on my life than maybe they did when I first started my public life. And I just think we felt it was time. We have, since I've been the DA in the last 12 years, we have now 9 grandchildren. We did not have any grandchildren when we started this.
Wow. And
they have certainly impacted and influenced and affected and taken a great deal of our time now. So that's certainly something I would like to spend more time and get to see them as they are growing up. In all honesty, Leslie, I don't believe that I will be retiring. I'm going to find something to do. Good. I still think I have energy, and I don't know that I wanted to do this job anymore. I think we've come to a point sometimes where, I think we've done all we can accomplish. I'm very, very proud of the accomplishments that we have achieved during the past 12 years.
Well, let's talk about those. Highlight the ones that you're most proud of for us.
Well, I like the fact that we had probably the finest and the largest diversionary program in the state of Louisiana. And it had a recidivism rate of like 1% for those individuals who successfully completed the program. During the last 12 years, we've taken over 725 killers off of the streets of the city of New Orleans. And had we not run into the pandemic during this year, 2020, we believe we would have been able to take even more killers off of the streets. But because of the pandemic and the courts shutting down for the last 9 months, that certainly stifled our efforts to do that. In addition to that, we removed over a dozen violent New Orleans street gangs from the city of New Orleans. Simply took them out of play as a result of our innovative use of the racketeering statute, a statute that had been very rarely used in these types of cases prior to our taking office. And I'm also, I have to comment that we did all of these things in light of the fact that we were severely restricted by the budget.
Absolutely.
In the city of New Orleans, we have the largest population and we have the most crime. But when you look at how our office is funded, it is probably one of the poorest. It is the poorest funded office in the state of Louisiana, given the population of the city and the number of crimes that we have to deal with on a yearly basis. And I guess I'm most proud of the individuals, the men and women in that office who have sacrificed so very much for very little pay, working very long and very hard to try to make the city of New Orleans a safer and a better place for all of us. I recognize and realize the sacrifices that they have made. It certainly was very touching to me that many people, and so very, very many of them came and told me some very kind things about how they were proud to be a part of our operation, to be a part of our team. And we worked very, very hard. And like I said, I'm going to miss those guys, those men and women quite a bit, because I know they have sacrificed. And I'm not just talking about the lawyers. I'm talking about the investigators, the counselors who work with victims and witnesses and diversion, the secretaries, operators, cleanup people, everyone. It was just a tremendous team effort to try to bring this whole thing together for this community. And that I am most proud of.
Leon Cannizzaro, thank you so very much for your service and your time. We look forward to your next chapter, and definitely enjoy your last few weeks as DA. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Leslie.